What is up, radiant icons, and welcome to the first ever episode of Dare to Be Iconic. I am your host, Amanda Paolicelli, and I am so excited to have you guys here with me. It's actually happening. Okay, but before we go into our tea time session, I spill all the tea about my life. I dare you to go to daretobeiconic.com and subscribe to my newsletter so that you can join our beautiful radiant icon community. So, you dare to be iconic. Like, what does dare to be iconic mean? How do you get to dare to be iconic? And how did I get to dare to be iconic? How did I get into this dare to be iconic mindset where I embrace my iconic self? Like, how did this all start? Our tea time sesh is starting now, and it starts with a little heartbreak. Let's get into it. Now, I genuinely know in my soul that my dare to be iconic origin story started with a little heartbreak. And then you know what? I don't even know why I'm saying little. It was a big heartbreak. It was very traumatic, in fact. And I can laugh about it now because I'm so far removed from the situation. But I genuinely, I genuinely believe that my traumatic breakup changed the trajectory of my life because if it didn't happen the way that it did, which I will get to in a second, I would not be the person that I am today. And I can confidently say that I truly love who I am. But anyway, let's dive into what actually happened in my breakup. So, I was in a long term relationship for about 3.5 years. And I was at the stage in that relationship where, we were future planning. So, we were talking about marriage, we were looking at rings, we were looking at, places to move out of state together, all these like really big adult things that I genuinely never would have like thought of me doing in my entire life. I was doing it. I look back at that time and I'm like, what was I doing? I was never the girl who was like, oh my God, like, let me plan my wedding. I'm gonna have this certain type of wedding dress look. I could care less what I was wearing to my wedding. I wake up Monday morning, October 10th, 2022, to an email. So I open the email from my ex and it's like, I left you a little something at your front door. Didn't think anything of it. I mean, yeah, it was strange. I was like, why is he leaving me an email? But okay, like whatever. Like I'm going to go to the front door and see what he has for me. So I go to the front door and I see this big box the size of a dresser, like literally the size of a dresser, y'all, with a letter on top. And the letter is addressed Amanda. That should have been my first clue, but it wasn't. I disregard the letter and I go to open the box and I see all the gifts that I had given him within our 3.5 year relationship. Like, what is this? So I open the letter, and within the first two lines, my ex ended our 3.5 year relationship. He ended 3.5 years of our lives through a letter and then requested that we never talk again and then blocked me and everyone I knew. So, as you can see, that was pretty traumatic. For the months following the breakup, I really let what he wrote about me in that letter define how I saw myself. And I really let it dictate the course of my life for about 2 months. I was running away from myself. I was running away from my family. I was running away from my friends. I was pretending to be okay when really I was just a broken mess on the inside. Because again, I was truly letting his words define me. I was letting his action dictate who I was. I truly thought in my mind his actions were a reflection of me and not him. When in fact, it's the complete opposite. Someone else's actions will always be a reflection of them and not you. Someone else's words do not define how you see yourself. All that truly ever matters is how you see yourself. But at that time, I couldn't see that. So what did I do? I embraced the dare to be iconic mindset. Dare to be iconic basically means that you are daring to be yourself, that no matter what room you walk into, you are so comfortable and confident with who you are at your core, that you're choosing yourself and stepping into your power and creating that life that you want for yourself because you are embracing your iconic self. Whenever you put yourself first and make yourself a priority, it opens up the doors for amazing opportunities to fall into place because you are loving who you are and you are unapologetic about it. So that's exactly what I did. 2023 was my year of growth. And honestly, it was one of the best years of my life Because by embracing that mindset and embracing my iconic self and stepping into my power and doing things for me for the first time in my life, I was truly able to get to know who I am. And that's what Dare to Be Iconic is all about, getting to know who you are at your core and loving it no matter what. So, how can you do it too? So, here are some steps on how you can dare to be iconic in your daily life. You're gonna hear me say this a lot, but you need to make yourself a priority. You need to choose yourself first. I am the biggest advocate out there for the choose yourself journey, and you need to go on it. If you want to change your life and step into your power and be confident and comfortable with who you are, you need to choose yourself first. Then you need to embrace what life throws at you. So, all those question marks, when things that you don't understand are happening to you, embrace them. They are happening for a reason. So, lean into it and learn from it. See it as an opportunity for growth. One of my favorites is turning your pain into power. Now, I don't mean to toot my own horn or anything, but I am the queen of turning my pain into power. That basically means turning a shitty situation or something really horrible happening and making it into a source of strength. Find what is holding you back that you no longer have control of and make it into a source of strength. And then my last one is you need to surround yourself with a supportive community. So, whether it's your friends, your family, or joining our beautiful Radiant Icon community, you need to be able to lean on others for support to hype you up when you're not able to hype yourself up. And that is our tea time session for today, Radiant Icons. I am so excited to have you guys here for this new chapter of Dare to Be Iconic. Make sure to leave a review and follow me on Instagram at Amanda Paolicelli 1219 and stay tuned for our next episode, which is a favorite of mine. I'm teaching you how to break up with your past and fall in love with your future. That's right, we're turning pain into power, which is a subject that I am an icon on. So, remember, icons, dare to be iconic. I'll see you next time. Bye.